Shipston Rugby Club, and I think most people probably know why by now. While I was off duty, the container that's behind was burnt out. Somebody set fire to it. We've had lots of reports of kids hanging around here, which means myself, Andy and Emma have been coming here, dealing with the kids, the nuisance that they're causing people, the litter that they're leaving behind. We've been looking for dog walkers who aren't cleaning up after their mess, while conducting the burglary patrols as well, the theft patrols. This is one of the places that we attend. With the laptop, I've been out at the Century Garden, and coming here, we do come round, but we can't be here all the time. And what we do know at the moment is it didn't breach out on the shipping container. If it had, if you were one of the people that was here when this fire was set, if you were one of the kids, if there was kids involved, and when I say kids, I'm talking 13 up to early 20s, some who really aren't kids, some who should know far better what fire can do, and the fact that just because it was within a container doesn't mean it can't float over from an ember that's managed to break free from the fire and land on one of the houses behind, and land on the club, and land anywhere else and cause serious damage to people, or kill somebody, kill a child, kill a parent, kill a person. That was highly possible looking at the extent of this fire. I'm just coming up, have a look how much it has burnt through, how raging this fire was contained within here. And it has not just contained itself within these four walls, because you can see on the outside these black embers that are burnt from the paint that was on the side could have easily floated up nearby farmland, spread from there, housing, the club, the housing beyond. It's just, thankfully that hasn't happened. Over in the Century Garden, just over from the rugby club, and this is one of the places that I come and sit on the table with the laptop. I do some work, and most of the time it's like now. You can hear the birds, there's nobody around causing a problem, and obviously we can't be here every day. Sometimes we do come down and the kids are here. Emma was having a go at them the other day, making them clean up the litter over by the rugby club. Andy was over by the rugby club. He tells me a couple of weeks ago, sat down when they all came piling over and were a bit upset about the fact that he was there because they wanted to have some privacy. This is always going to attract kids. We still want people to call us when they're being rowdy and taking it a bit too far, because hopefully we can stop things like has happened at the rugby club. That's the aim. We don't want to criminalise all the kids that come down here. We have dealt with them in the past, that has resulted in I've arrested some of them, I've seized vehicles off them, speaking to parents, we've sent letters out. We do all this stuff in the background. It doesn't always get out there, but it's not as though when a fire happens like this, your local police, myself, Andy and Emma are just sat back doing nothing. There are things happening in the background. Warwickshire Police itself are doing things in the background as well. Don't always communicate that particularly well, which is a reason for this. We want to work with the people of Shipston and all the villages that we cover to try and stop things like this from happening. We'll keep coming out here, we'll keep looking at things, we'll keep looking at the people that come out here, conversations with them. If everything's okay, we move on. If they're causing antisocial behaviour issues, we move them on. One example recently happened. Andy and I, during our burglary and theft patrols that I mentioned a minute ago, were out. He was over here, Andy, PCSO Andy Stevenson. I was at the Norgren. And this is what happened. So the vehicle that Andy saw with the dogs in it is now sat in the back of this, because as you can probably see from the big old sticker, it didn't have any insurance. So we stopped it around the corner from the rugby club, The driver's on his way, 2 tyres that were illegal, no insurance on it, no driving licence. Not for the dog mess issue that we were looking at, but given that we've had complaints about this specific vehicle and person driving it before to do with dog mess, I'm happy with that result. Are you happy with that result?
Yeah, it's nice, good job, yeah.
Let's go and get warm?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know we're going to get people saying, why are you out dealing with dog mess when you should be catching the people who are stealing vehicles, breaking into houses, burning things down, and we are out trying to do all of that. What isn't realised is when we don't deal with an issue and if it gets bigger, then because we don't deal with an issue because we haven't got time and it gets bigger, then it causes us more problems in the long run. We'd rather be able to deal with everything straight away. Not possible, never going to happen, but we deal with what we can because it prevents people calling in because they are happier in where they live. The fewer people that call in with problems, the less time we have to spend taking phone calls, sending emails, explaining what we've been doing, the more time we can be out patrolling and trying to stop the greater issues. So people will have seen all over Facebook and various other mediums that dog fouling in Shipston was an issue. So we tagged that onto the burglary and theft patrols while we're out and about. We have key people such as the person who was dealt with in that little section of the video, who we look for, who have been named as causing issues in the area. I wish every day was as quiet as this, but it's not. There's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of things that happen in the background in relation to the work that we do locally that we will never put out. So if you were here when this fight was started, if you weren't involved but you saw who started it and you've seen this video, maybe you've got a better understanding that this isn't just a little fire that nobody cares about. It's a big thing for the community. It could have been far worse in terms of loss of life and injury to people. Thankfully it was just equipment. Speak to me, call me, 01789 444 670. We'll have a chat. It can be in private, we can do it over the phone, we can do it in person somewhere if you want. I don't have to be in my police uniform. Try and help out your local community. Try and stop somebody in the future potentially from being injured because of the idiocy of 1 or 2 other people. If you don't want to talk to me, maybe you've seen me around, you don't like me very much, Crime Stoppers is an option. Google Crime Stoppers, no 800 number will come up. You can give them a call, pass the information on completely anonymously. It'll work its way through to Warwickshire Police to be able to help with this investigation, to be able to help stop anything else happening in the future. And if you do nothing more, then don't associate with the people that are involved with this, because they only do it for the audience. If you're there and you know this is happening, you're part of the problem. And if anything does happen, how would you feel? Just one last thing to say. Support Shipston Rugby Club. The kit that's been lost, the equipment that can help the youngsters of the area do something other than hanging around on the street corners. Everything we don't want them to be doing. All the problems that they may cause can be prevented by getting them involved in a sport such as rugby. There's a GoFundMe page which is going gangbusters from what I've already been told by the Mayor Dan Scobie, and I'll put a link to it below. You can click on that. Please donate, help out the local youths, help out the people of the area. I'll do what I've got to do. Emma and Andy will do what they've got to do, and we'll be working hard so that things like this don't happen again, ideally.